Ladies, gentlemen, and honorable judges, good morning. As you might imagine, the 7th grade lunch table gets pretty loud and covers lots of topics, music, movies, and silly things people do. Recently, the discussion was about who was giving up what for Lent. The discussion was, the items ranged from giving up TV shows to chocolate ice cream. Almost everyone announced their painful sacrifice loudly as if to impress the others at the table. In researching this topic, I learned that all the talk about giving up something for Lent was missing the basic idea. The Orthodox Christian practice of fasting from certain foods is not just about the food. The act of fasting is actually an act of discipline. When we fast, we do not respond to our desires, whether it be a food or a way of behaving. The Orthodox practice teaches us to keep the attempts of fasting and discipline between ourselves and God. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 16 and 17, the Lord teaches not to look somber when fasting, and that a choice to fast not be obvious to others, but only God. The 7th grade lunch table seems like it has a long way to go to fully grasp the idea of Lent. As Orthodox Christians, we fast from meat during Lent, and dairy and oil too on certain days. During this time, we try to empty ourselves from gossiping and feelings of hate and judgment. Fasting from certain foods is an example of how to make these choices. Not fasting is not a sin, but the daily practice of fasting helps us maintain the discipline to avoid sin-like behaviors such as gossiping and laziness. We are more concerned about what comes out of our mouths than what goes in. The focus is on choosing what's in our hearts. What should always choose love and choose to make room for God? If a person is always full or full of themselves, there's no room for God. If I were to give you a half glass of water or a full glass of water, which one would you prefer? In Father Theo Nicolaki's sermon about why we fast, he tells a story about a man visiting a monastery who is given an overflowing glass of water that damages his expensive clothing. When he protests loudly about this, the abbot of the monastery says, "You are like this glass of water. You are so full of concerns for riches and other anxieties of the world. You are completely full. There is no space to hold anything else. There is no room for God to come in. Before God can come in, you must empty yourself and make room for him to enter." The sermon goes on to say, fasting is a way of emptying ourselves from the cares and concerns of the world, to enable us to grow closer to God. Some of the people at the lunch table act like they have a full glass of water already, and are so eager to tell anyone who will listen about all they have and do in their lives. Orthodox Christians keep a half glass so they can remind themselves that there is room for God. During Lent, the practice of fasting makes us remember to make room for God every day. Thank you.